Chipotle time, motherfuckers.
That's the main, like the paperwork was all ready to go. I went in there, I signed like 5 things, and he was like, "See you, buddy." I was like,
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so coming back, everybody does this little hand clap shit. I feel like it's just what we do. So coming here for this video to talk about cheat meals. You saw yesterday me eating Chipotle. So that's typically one of my go-to cheat meals, or you know, off-plan meals, free meals, whatever you want to call them. So what I want to talk about is the importance of them, what they can do for you, how they make you feel, you know, etc., blah blah blah. So I am not like a big advocate of eating off-plan. If anybody knows me and knows me well, they know that I typically just stick to my diet, my 6 meals every day, don't deviate from plan. I don't need any type of cheat meal or, you know, whatever to satisfy me. They're not to satisfy me. They're not to make me train harder. They're not to make me feel refreshed or whatnot. So why I do them and the importance of them to me is, so coming out of the show, everybody knows when you diet, you start craving these things, and of course after a show, you might end up binging, you might end up just getting what satisfies you, what you've been craving, a little bit, maybe a lot, whatever it may be. And usually after that, you typically just jump right back on plan and you're good. You don't really need, there's not an urge to keep wanting to eat. Some people, yes, that's a topic for another day, but you know, satisfying your cravings, your needs that you might want during prep, so that's all one thing. But as you move past that stage and you move into, you know, a rebound, into an off season, so let's start with the rebound. So on a rebound, the cheat meal, so you're gonna come off prep, you're gonna have whatever you want. You're gonna start filling back out with those foods because your body, your insulin sensitivity, you know, is just like, you're gonna burn through those calories. Like your body is gonna absorb them because you've been in a deficit, you've been dieting for so long, you're depleted, your glycogen levels are way down. So it fills you back up. But if you keep eating like dog shit as you go through a rebound, you're not going to utilize that time, that 6 to 8 weeks if you milk it, to actually grow. So me personally, with this being one of my first shows, I didn't know how I was gonna feel after the show in terms of food. Did I have cravings during prep? Yes, but they started to subside as I got closer. So it was weird. 13 weeks out, 12 weeks out, I was craving food. 6 weeks out, less cravings. 2 weeks out, no cravings at all. I was just hungry to present the best package. Going into the rebound, as we were rebounding, I was allowed 2 cheats a week. So on the rest days, did I always utilize them? No, because I wanted to stay as lean as possible and put on as much lean tissue as I possibly could. So I'm just mental like that. So that's just me personally. So I didn't eat any junk or anything like that during the rebound. I did, maybe once every 2 weeks, like once every 2 weeks or once every like 20 days or something like that. As I move into off season, so mainly cheat meals, we're talking about off season. So what they can be good for, you don't need them to fill you back out like you do in prep. So what they are good for is basically just giving you, quote unquote, a balance. Because let's face it, bodybuilding is selfish. It requires a lot of sacrifice. So you're not able to live like a normal life. And as much as I love bodybuilding and as much as I can, let's say, exclude myself from the outside world and just be a bodybuilder and not need any social interaction, that's not good. So I have been trying to be better at being a normal person in the off season, because I'm known to just do what I do. I don't care who talks to me. I don't care if I hang out with anybody. I don't care if I ever leave my house, except for when I'm going to the gym or the grocery store. So what they do is it allows me to go out with A, my girlfriend, B, some friends, or just C, just going by myself and just feeling like a normal person who's going to Wendy's or Chick-fil-A or Chipotle or the Cheesecake Factory to just sit down and enjoy having a meal. So they give you a sense of normalcy, even though there really is no normalcy in bodybuilding. You still feel like you're, living to the fullest and not sacrificing 365 days a year. So that's why I do them in the off season. I do 2 a week. Usually one is actually pretty damn like clean, which is like Chipotle, and then which is on like a Thursday for me, and then I have another one on Sunday, which me and my girlfriend either usually go on like a date night. And keep in mind, I don't get anything like super shitty or super greasy. I get like a burger and fries, a steak, some pasta, maybe a pizza, but I always get like chicken on it, and like I never get like Domino's pizza or like Papa John's. I always get like a Mod or a Blaze, and if you don't know what that is, it's usually just like a healthier kind of version of pizza. Because pizza is honestly something I stay completely away from. Really, I don't know why. I just have it in my mindset. Maybe one day I'll enjoy pizza, or just like shitty food like McDonald's and stuff. Like I just don't like to, put that stuff in my body. So normalcy is why you should utilize cheat meals in the off season. But they have a time and a place. So for me and my plan personally, the way my plan is set up is I have on rest days 0 carbs, but not necessarily 0 right now, because my body, if I do 0, I just start losing weight. Each meal might have like 40 grams of carbs. When on a training day, each meal might have like 100 or 120. So I do extremely low to no carbs all day for 5 meals. And then on my 6th meal, I'm allowed to have like a cheat meal. So that's how they work for me. And that's why it sets me up for, I do no carbs essentially all day. And then I'm refilling to have fuel for the next day and the next workout. So that's how they can be used in the off season, just to kind of give you a sense of like, I'm a normal person. I don't need to be selfish and sacrificing 365 days a year. The rebound, keep them to a minimum. If your coach says to have one, have one. Trust your coach. If you don't trust your coach, get a new one. But in terms of prep, we'll just like lightly talk on that, because I just wanted to basically talk about like how they can be used in the off season. So in prep, they're completely different. So some people's plans, they have 1 a week. They start at 20 weeks out, they have 1 a week until they get to 12, 10, whatever. My prep and a lot of preps that I do see people go through, you get one when your coach tells you you get one. So, and it's not to, oh, I'm hungry, coach, I think I need a refeed, or they're gonna tell you when you need one, and you shouldn't be asking for it. You shouldn't be telling your coach that you're flat or that you feel depleted. this and that, they can see that if you're checking in with them regularly. So they're used to basically fill you back up. So for example, going through my prep, we got to like in between 8 and 9 weeks out, and from the week prior, I was checking in twice a week. So from a week to another week, I dropped like 6 pounds, and we were already 8 weeks out, 8 to 9 weeks out. So coach told me to get Five Guys, a burger and fries. I took that. It filled me back out, but I stayed the same weight as I did for like the low weight. When I woke up 6 pounds lighter, excuse me. So I looked better. So they are used to refill you, to make you look better, and to basically make the muscles pop. Because you get so flat and depleted when you're lowering carbs and upping cardio and prep. So when you have that, that glycogen just filled back up, your body just pops. Get, vascularity's popping. The muscle is pushed to the skin. It's almost like a balloon when it's real full. So basically what you look like when you're flat is like a deflated balloon that's kind of like been, pumped up, but left for a few days, and it's kind of like squishy. When you eat that, whatever the meal your coach gives you, it basically is like blowing a balloon up to max capacity. And like when you push on it, it's just like almost rock hard. It pushes the muscle to the surface. You see everything better. You look fuller. You feel fuller. You look bigger. So that's what they're kind of used during for prep. And then once you get, sub 5 weeks out, they're probably almost not necessary unless, for example, you do what I just mentioned previously, hit an extremely low weigh-in when you're not projected to, or you go really flat for a few days. If your coach is pushing you really hard, they might, push you hard all week and give you one on, every weekend to kind of fill you back up, and then push you really hard again, deeper and deeper, fill you back out. Everybody has different approaches. So that's just my take on cheat meals. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a video I've been wanting to make for a couple weeks. I just really didn't know when to sit down and when to make it, but I hope you guys like these kind of informational talks and videos, and I will be making more of them, talking about like, carbs, proteins, workouts, just kind of bringing to you, like showing you an example like I did for this video. I ate the Chipotle, and now I'm coming to you and talking about it. So I can do more of those. Let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.